Throwing 6 from the north for the bridge, get your mind right. Motherfucker.
Alrighty. So when we're on Smoko, what are some names that we might be calling you?
Go by the name Cameron. Given name, Cameron. Sometimes called Sleazy C. Dodgy would be a couple other names thrown around the bush.
CamDean.
CamDean, add the middle name there, and he's got a little bit of a slogan. I might add that somewhere else too. That could be the go-to. We'll just see how it all pans out. Yeah, mate. But that's probably it, to be honest. Not a lot more. Couldn't tell you anything under the sun either of what I would like to be called. They're all pretty much there.
Yeah.
So, we'll give it that.
What about Lance?
Nah, we'll leave
retired?
that. Yeah, we're actually, in real life he is retired, so I can't take that name anymore as a superstar bike racer. I can't, I couldn't hold on to that. We'll have to leave that in the past. Or it could be another story for another day.
That could be a Patreon story.
Yeah. No, Lance is definitely out the books.
So give us a little bit of background on like how you grew up then.
Grew up Pipakura, South Auckland. Was born at Pipakura Maternity next to Messi Park Pools. Pretty much stayed there mostly my whole life. Only escapade I'd done was when the old man decided he wanted to go and work on, Western Samoa, which was a bit of a fun time when I was 3 years old. Spent 3 years over there, and they came home and back to Kura and Takanini, and moved south ever since. Karaka, Bombay, now.
That's right.
Now resided in Pocono. Waikato man now, boy. Franklin Hart.
Serious question. Sweet or savoury?
Oh, I'm definitely a sweet guy. Savoury, I know the old French, you have your savoury for breakfast and whatnot. If I can add a little bit of jam on it, bro, but nah, bro, fuck that. Give me a nice bowl of pop, bowl of Coke, something like that. Add me some sour lollies to go with it.
Ooh.
Definitely a sweet guy. Definitely a sweet guy. Got the sweetest tooth. Got that from the old man. Always used to steal my Easter eggs out the fridge. Bloody hell. Never ate, Easter came around. Never got eat my own chocolate. I'd always go in the fridge. Never get it out the fridge because it was eaten. Motherfucker.
Have you got like a favourite like lolly or a dessert or something?
Favourite lolly, definitely sour grape.
Okay.
Lucky enough to have my auntie. She lives up in Whangaruru, up north. She's been working at a dairy there for 28 years. And all my holidays I'd go spend time up there with them. And guess what I got every day?
Sour grapes.
Fuck, sour grapes, sour apples, I think strawberries were there. Then the Feijoas came out. I think that was the 4 sort of main ones that, every single day.
Yeah, I like the peach. The peach is
Peach,
nice.
yeah,
the grape's good too.
Yep.
It's a bit stronger though.
Yeah, if I have had a favourite, and I'll dip that in, drop that into your bowl of Coke or something, and that's your little slimy goodness at the bottom. You get to have a little bit of a chew at the end, mate. Got one more I could add to the probably lolly question would be, the Harry Bro line.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Harry Bro line? So that's I think it's American.
Yeah.
Based, they're not. It's not a New Zealand confectionery.
Yep.
It's imported. Obviously,
they do the gummies.
Gummies. They do. They're pretty much. They don't do anything hard.
Yeah.
But all the
jelly candies.
So they've got like sweet and sour. They've got.
Yep. Because the sweet and sour. It's like gummy bears are fucking gangster.
Yo, and they've got like the what would you call them, like the sticks or the worms, sour worms. And, they've got like the tapes, the colourful tapes, all that type of stuff. So the Harry Bro line is
up there.
Another decent lolly.
When you say the tapes, is that like those rainbow strip kind of things?
That's exactly what they are. Yep. Instead of going and buy them at the dairy in the clear packets, you can go and buy them off the shelf. Harry Bro's got a. And the flavours are actually, like if you get an apple, it tastes like an apple.
Yeah. Well,
or you get a grape, or you get a strawberry or a cherry. It tastes like a cherry or a straw. It tastes like what you're actually eating. Whereas all the cheaper ones are
just sugar.
Well, yeah, all you're tasting is sugar.
Sugar.
Yeah, but a bit of food colouring in there.
Savoury bros. What about a dessert? You got
a dessert? Had you know, a lot of fortune. Actually, stayed with my wife's parents for a little while, and my wife's mum's a fucking awesome cook.
Nice.
And also a dessert maker. There's a couple there that, you know, to be honest, she couldn't probably even find. It's like literally she's made just her own recipes, like added
her own twist.
Added the twist to it. There's a couple there. Cool. There's a brownie.
Yep.
Like the brownie that she makes is fucking near on. Oh, unreal. It's nearly like gooey in the middle.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, is it a gooey brownie?
Oh, bro. You know what a good brownie is, and then just the flavours and...
The gooey brownie,
yeah.
right.
And then, have you ever heard of a banoffee pie?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I thought that the offie stood for coffee.
Okay.
And I don't...
You're not a coffee drinker.
I've never had a coffee in my life.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Bro, when I moved up north, I had like a leaving party. Troy's got his mum to make one for me.
Yeah.
I thought I'd been ripped off my whole life, bro. I was
you don't know what you've been missing out on, bro.
Fuck? And then I started Google that shit. It stands for toffee.
It's caramel toffee.
Yep.
Is what it is.
So good. So she makes me one of those.
I don't know. Like if she like buys half the shit or fucking.
It doesn't matter.
But when it comes out on the plate and you go to eat it, fuck yeah, a banoffee pie and a chocolate brownie.
Alrighty, and from your mother-in-law,
and that's all coming from experiences living with, but then you go to the bakeries and buy the same things and they're just not the same.
No,
so if I could say anything, it'll be mother-in-law's bacon. Yeah, would be the go-to for me.
I mean, we've been doing last meal, but
last meal as in on like death row,
or whatever. Like if you know this is your last meal, what would you choose? But I mean. Everyone's said savoury. You're the first person to say sweet, so I don't know if it's still applicable. But I mean, fuck it, let's just do it. What would your last meal be?
My last meal, if I could have a last meal, I'd have a pig on a spit.
Oh yeah.
Yo, like, fucking, I'd make it the biggest fucking meal I possibly could.
Yep.
Put a cow on the spit, but I'd rather pork.
Yep.
Have a pig on the spit. That would be me. No sides, no fucking nothing. Just me and
maybe.
Me and the pig, bro.
Buns?
Nah, me and the pig.
Alrighty.
Just I'll rip your skin, I'll crack your skin, and then I'll eat your heart.
And you want a farmed pig, not a?
No, I couldn't really give two fucks, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'd probably prefer a dirty boar.
Oh yeah.
Some real chewy shit.
Catch it yourself. Kill it yourself as well.
Fuck it. Probably wouldn't be able to, but if I'm having my last one, I'll be fucked. I don't think I'll be carrying a boar off the fucking side of the mountain.
No.
Well, back in the day, that's how they used to do it, and fuck.
Yep.
Hey, everybody, learned to love it. So, fuck, why not carry it on? That's something that is hard to keep on to these days. Is the old fucking traits, the old skills.
Oh,
they're all getting lost, man. Which sucks. Really sucks.
Even because we always think about the men like hunting and fishing and and that, and it's like you wouldn't survive, but. I think about the sewing, and the woman's
the more
skills,
basic stuff, bro.
People used to fix clothes and that they patch a fucking woolen jumper.
Put your button back on. The button pops off. You sew the button back on.
Yep.
Not go and buy a new shirt or just throw it in the bin and become a rag. That actually, or stains. Get stains out. Fucking soak it for a day or whatever, or how long it takes, and the next thing you got your white tee back in beautiful condition, bro. Fucking, I think now. A lot of the people would just go and buy a new one. Yeah, well, I mean, for fucking $25, you can get a S-colour T-shirt, fucking, they're probably $30 now, but, you might get fucking 3 for fucking 50 or something like that. Yeah, get a deal somewhere. But if you want to get fucking mindset gears, mindsetclothing.com? I don't know. I'll put the link in the description again. Okay, so, pig on a spit. With nothing else. Don't want a little bit of coleslaw. Fuck. To be honest, I don't really like greens, to be honest. Enough. I'm not. I'll plenty of carbs. Might hit a broccoli head every now and then, but you can keep corn, peas, all that type of rubbish. Not a bun? You don't want a fucking fresh... Oh, fresh bun, yeah, definitely. I wouldn't say no, but if it's my last one, I'll be soaking up the fat with my lips. Yeah, okay. That's what I was going to say. Sometimes I like the coleslaw or whatever to break the fat a little bit. It gets a bit too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But greasy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Start sticking to the sides of your mouth.
Yeah, bro.
And to your tongue. Yeah, bro. I'm with you there. And you don't quite enjoy it as much. But yeah, if it was my last one, I'll be right in there. Probably fucking neck deep in it.
I reckon maybe just you've got the sides there, optional.
Optional.
If you want
If we wanted to class it as
they're there.
optional,
'Cause
well, then
even
I'll
a-
add them.
Even like some really mean roast potatoes, like can
Duck
be,
fat roast potatoes.
Oh, was that the one?
That's the one, bro.
Duck
Duck
fat.
fat roast potatoes. Oh, the crispy. You would go to the Euro stores or the roast shops, bro.
Yep.
They're not, they're deep fried. Or
Yeah.
pretty much deep fried. They might zap them and then put them in the microwave to fucking steam them out or something.
I think you can even like parboil them
Yep.
and then fry them.
Parboil them. That's what you got to do. These duck fat ones, bro.
Yep.
Parboil them. Chuck them in a pan with duck fat, obviously. And they fucking. Oh no. No, you season them with duck fat and then chuck them in the oven and then
Yep.
boom, golden crispy duck fat potatoes.
And there's that way to like where they kind of bash them. Have you seen
Oh,
that?
okay.
They
like tenderize them a little bit or something.
Oh well, it's designed. You I think you parboil them,
Yeah.
and then you put them in a pot or whatever. And
Okay.
you sort of just whack them against each other,
Yeah, rightio.
and then because they're breaking off, they get more surface area, so the fat gets more.
Start sort of getting in between
Yeah,
them all.
bro.
Yeah, bro.
And then that's how they make those golden ones.
Yeah, bro, I'm
Because you
with you
can do the flour.
Yeah,
like
yeah. You make
the,
your
the
own
seasoned
gig.
flour.
Yep. Normally,
It's
though,
kind of cheating if you compare
fat.
to that other way.
Fat, cooking in fat that's the old school way.
Fuck, I love it.
The Asians, to be honest, they still cook in fat. That's what lines all their woks and
Yep.
shit. They have dried fat sitting in like containers on the grounds that they'll just scoop out of and chuck it in the wok. Fucking all dried, fucking probably been sitting there for years. Still good,
Yep.
As soon as it gets to a certain temperature, all that diseases, all the fucking germs,
Oh, it
gone.
can't live.
They're gone.
Yep.
Even though there might be still a little bit in there, you just eat them, your body's immune to it.
Yeah.
Well, their bodies are, they fucking eat rubbish.
So we're having the fucking roast pork. Oh, the spit pork pig on a spit.
Pig on a spit with an optional duck fat.
Optional duck fat for potatoes and maybe some buns.
Maybe some buns.
What about gravy?
Nah, like I
gravy?
said, fat. Fat's for me, yeah. Hey, if I could get some salt,
Yeah, of course. It's your
fucking-
meal, brother.
line it with fucking salt. And that would be before it goes on the spit.
So get
Just
that skin fucking
crackle
cracking.
everything up, bro, and then that's all your salt that you need.
Yeah. I mean, pork's already quite salty.
Salty enough, yeah. It's pretty good.
Any applesauce or anything like that?
No, not like you. I say sweet, but I'm not an applesauce kind of guy. No, I've never ever sort of introduced applesauce.
Yeah.
I have, obviously it gets put on a little bowl on the table when you go and dip
Have
it
a
in
little
and
dip.
try a little nip, and you're just like, every time I try it, yeah, no,
Not into it?
just no, not into that additive
Yep.
tomato sauce. Oof.
On a pork? Anything.
anything,
Well, what's your favourite sauce?
tomato.
I mean, what brand?
It has to be Waddies.
Waddies?
But then I say Waddies, and then we say a sauce. I've got that old school chutney, tomato
Whitlocks.
chutney. Is that the
Whitlocks?
Whitlocks that we used to buy with
the
the hot
glass bottle?
dogs? You remember the old school takeaway hot dogs?
Yeah.
Is that the
Whitlocks.
Whitlocks
Yeah, bro.
tomato chutney?
Yeah.
That would be, yeah.
I like Waddies on. It's like a standard one, like chips, things like that.
Yeah.
I like Waddies.
Like on
Anything-
your takeaway chips,
Yeah.
deep fried, whatever.
Any
Just
chips, even
any
if I
chip.
make them at home and it's like
Yeah,
just
fried or whatever.
chips and fucking sauce and fucking aioli or whatever. Just
Yep.
that's like Waddies is like anything that isn't meat really.
Okay.
And then I use
Your
the
Whitlocks?
thicker the chutney on like
Yeah.
meat.
Yeah,
It's,
okay.
a bit
Good
richer,
call.
a bit heavier.
Yeah.
like-
I haven't had that.
Luxury. The luxury of
Yeah.
fucking.
No, I haven't had. Waddies is my go-to. Definitely 100% Waddies.
Okay. What are you washing that down with?
I wash that down with a solid rum and coke, I think.
You wouldn't take like a fizzy for dinner and then something else after?
Well, I've got a coke there, mate.
It is a fizzy.
Yeah, so, and it has to be a Karuba.
Karuba.
Yeah, Karuba rum.
Dirty Ruba.
Yeah. Best Jamaican.
Okay.
Oh, no, Appleton's is up there, but, for an OG,
Yep.
dirty Karuba and coke.
Just
wash
a
that down
standard
with.
Karuba.
Yeah, no ice.
No ice.
No, hold the ice. Long cup.
Jesus Christ. That's simple, brother.
Yeah, they came from my granddad.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Oh, nice.
he was actually Captain Morgan, but fuck, I'd rather a Karuba.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can have dinner with anybody,
Yep.
any three people. who would you have dinner with?
Probably myself, being in the construction quite a lot, I'll probably put Noah at the table,
Who
the builder of Noah's Ark.
yeah.
Noah, essentially the greatest carpenter of all time. Saved all the animals.
He may have.
May have, may not. Hey, Jesus may have.
But you want to sit down and how did you do it? Because wasn't it all?
It's another conspiracy, and something that if you could really want to get to the bottom of, that would be
the only way to do it, wouldn't it?
Oh, fucking one guy that I need to talk to find out. So Noah, I wouldn't say Jesus, but I'll probably put Zeus there.
Yo,
like Jesus and Zeus to me, that whole who started what, fucking who created this, this, that. Well, sounds like the gods were around before Jesus, who may be a god.
Yeah, and they're more like they're like way cooler.
Yeah,
like,
but more
what are they like?
Interesting,
mythical like powers and shit, rather than just a dude that's supposed to be born to a virgin.
Yeah,
and
I
guess he had powers, but not like I can
disappear if I want, bro. Go into the clouds. I live on a cloud, bro.
Olympus.
Live in Olympus. So Zeus.
I need to learn more about that. Are they Greek?
Greek gods, Greek gods. And then last one, if I could have the third, I as I would want to put a family member on the table, probably to really dig deep, it would most likely be, from the stories I've heard, would be my granddad's dad.
So the great grandfather.
Yeah, great grandfather Mike. So he is the one that migrated from Australia, from Croatia.
Oh yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see the transition, and why and what,
that would be cool.
and all that type of stuff.
Yep.
So
why New Zealand?
Yeah, a little bit of a later dated family member.
Yep.
Even if it was
cool.
prior to him as well. I don't really know much more
about the old country.
Yeah, just to find out that little bit extra.
That's a cool answer, man. Fuck, I like that answer.
Well, there you go. So I'll put Noah, greatest carpenter of all time, Zeus, god of thunder, and probably one of my latest family members that could give me a bit of insight of my history.
I think I like that one because it's the migrator. Like that's cool because you get to hear about
sort of both sides.
The transition. Yeah, like what was it like there? What made you want to leave, or what?
Well, I sort of know what it was like a little bit.
But not from his perspective.
But not from his perspective. I think we used to grow potatoes on the hills. So we weren't actually, think of Croatia, it's all coastline.
Okay.
Well, we did not live on the coast. We lived, way up in the mountains on the rocks and because it's all pretty much scaly rocks. There's no grass. There's no big meadows or fields or anything like that there. So it was pretty hard
rough farming.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all. Essentially, no.
There's got to be something better.
There's got to be something better, bro. There's got to be. Hey, we didn't just fucking move rocks and grow leaves, did we? And wait for fucking shit to grow in the ground.
And I guess maybe that's why they chose New Zealand because it had the reputation of being like farming.
Yeah, there was actually at the time, I think, when we did get here, a lot of Croatians were coming here, and they ended up migrating north, and they were doing all the gum digging. There were all the kauri forests that they discovered that were all buried. They were good gum, and I think there was medicinal purposes and all that. And a lot of the Croatians were coming over at the time and going up there and doing that. So I don't know if we dabbled onto that a little bit, but it'd be nice to know.
Yeah, that's cool. Be also cool to learn like how hard was it when you got here? Like, because you would have had fucking nothing.
Nothing, bro. And by yourself maybe, or I don't even think he had a wife. Well, he must have had a wife if I can get kids, but
but was she from here? Or
don't know.
That's fucking cool.
Just don't actually know a lot of it.
Fuck yeah, that's someone you could just sit back with your rum and coke and just fucking tell me the whole story.
I think part of the reason also was that he was a bit of a bad bastard.
Yeah,
and the family don't really like talking. To us, the younger guys or the younger family about what he was like, or
it's a shame because once
like no one went to his funeral or anything like that. It was just
fuck.
I don't his sons or anything, granddad. They never went to.
Oh, okay.
I think they like maybe saw him off to the crematorium or whatever it was, and it was
but
like,
not for the service.
see you later, mate. Fuck, you're a wanker. You're burning now.
That might have been because he might have sound like he had a hard fucking life.
Yeah.
So that might have just been him.
Yep.
You know, he doesn't know how to deal with that shit.
Yep.
And then he's got kids that he's probably like, fuck, you do my head in.
Yeah, probably. You're just a waste of my fucking time.
Yeah, you don't even, ungrateful little cunts, you don't even know what the fuck I went through to get us here. You walk around because we're not rich or something like that. Like, No, you never know. But
you never know. And that would be cool to me.
Yep.
That's my table of 4 and myself, obviously.
Yeah. That's this next question you probably find easier than everybody else because you've been fucking all over the place and with your wife, it's a lot more accessible for you.
Okay.
If you could go anywhere in the world tomorrow, where would you go? And we kind of have expanded that to 3 as well.
3. All right, would it be home? Croatia?
Yep.
Would be my first, back to Europe. Find out, like just was saying, about where a bit of my roots
Is
started.
that Mediterranean?
See, a pass.
Okay.
I couldn't I couldn't give you any much insight on exactly where it is, and all I could say is Makarska is where I'll go.
Okay.
That's a place in Croatia.
Yep.
So essentially, that's like where we're from.
Yep.
So there, Makarska in Croatia. I'd like to go to South Africa, dive with the sharks up in Cape Town. That would be fucking sick. Fucking gnarly up there, bro. But
sounds fucking terrifying.
yeah.
Is that in a cage or?
Yeah. But those sharks are fucking like 15, 16 feet long. They smash through the cages.
Yeah.
Cages aren't there to protect you, bro. That's just there to
deter them.
Just to try and maybe not let them eat you. Maybe get in the way.
Yeah. He looks at that cage and goes, "Oh, this looks a little harder than if you're just out in the open." Oh.
It's steel. It's not like it's your meat. I'll bite that and then not like it. Number 2, Cape Town, South Africa, and then Antarctica would be number 3.
Fuck, that's a good answer.
Yeah, I'll go down, spend fucking few days or fucking who knows, week or however long, whatever. There's jobs going down there. There's 6 months rotations, but you go live in the dark. There's no sunlight.
And it's just a big ice wall that's holding in the flat Earth, right?
Yeah, bro, or whatever it is. There might be land underneath the ice, maybe. When it all defrosts and you see green grass there. No, at the moment, it's just a big beacon.
Well, there would be grass there.
It's a big beacon at the moment,
What's a beacon? What do you mean?
So it's essentially a communications base.
Oh, okay.
For the extraterrestrial.
Are they trying to send?
They have, and they've.
They're trying to communicate.
Yeah, and they have, and they've had encounters already.
Seems interesting that they'll do it from there because
it's the most southern place.
But I guess they can go sideways.
Shortest,
from that, right?
yeah, shortest routes. You don't have to cross over land.
Yeah,
it's bing, 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 bing.
I would have thought they'd go from the equator, so it's
straight across.
Like that, but
yeah,
I guess
maybe there, or depending on where the axis of the Earth is, it could have all sort of angles, maybe.
Yeah, and I don't know how it works. So
yeah,
maybe going sideways. Well, if you think about when you think about even cell phone towers, they go sideways, don't they? They don't go fucking up.
They don't go straight up, eh?
But
more coverage.
That's by design because nothing up.
Well, they need surface cover to pick up reception.
Yeah,
where they don't need to try and.
They're trying to avoid
talk to space
objects when they're going to space. They're trying to avoid things.
Yeah. So that would be my 3.
Fuck, that's cool.
Go home, Croatia. Go up and dive with the sharks, and go and fucking spend some time in the snow.
Look, throwing 6 from the north of the bridge, get your mind right, motherfucker.